The screen is visible, right?
Yes, Chirag.
Cool.
Hey folks, am I audible?
Yes.
Am I good to start? Or are we waiting for more folks to join in?
Saurav and team, can we start?
I think let's wait for a few minutes, then we can start.
Sure.
I think we can start now.
Okay, sure. Okay, hey everyone, how are you doing? So before I get started, I just want to let you know, folks, that I want this to be an interactive session. So first of all, what language would you prefer? Do you want me to do this session in English or Hindi? What would you prefer? Also, want to ask, how many of you folks have heard about Web3 before? Can we have like a show of hands? Is there any way to react on this chat? Raise your hand maybe. Like Web3 सुना है पहले, Web3 का कुछ idea है कि क्या है? Okay, I can see one hand. Yep. और यहाँ पे anyone holds any tokens or any NFTs? Raise कर लो hand if you hold any tokens or if you hold any NFTs. Okay. And यहाँ पे anyone who has started like development on Web3, like dApps वगैरह बनाना किसी ने शुरू किया, फिर explore करना शुरू किया थोड़ा बहुत. You can raise your hand if there's anyone. Okay. Okay, cool. Okay, and one last question, like the audience that is here, आप लोग first year के हो, second year के हो? Which year are you in right now? Mostly audience कौन से year का होगा? If someone can answer that, the organizers maybe. Third year. Okay, fine. Got it. Okay. Okay, so since you folks are in third year, I'll try to answer this more from the perspective of placements and all, because you folks are like closer to placements का season and all. I think कुछ लोगों की placement, I don't know आपका कब होता है, but कुछ लोगों का placement का हो भी गया रहेगा. PPO वगैरह लगी होगी अगर किसी का intern रहेगा इसके पहले वाले time. So उसी के basis पे let's talk about Web3. So first let us address कि Web3 क्या चीज़ है. Can you move to the next slide? Okay, so I think ये graphic अगर आप active on LinkedIn या Twitter आप लोगों ने mostly देखा होगा. I'll just try to break down इस graphic का मतलब क्या है. So basically we talk about Web 1.0, which was उस time पे like all of these applications and internet was kind of used just to share information. So it was static सा ये था, engagement करने का way नहीं था for users. So it was like in Wikipedia sort of a thing, like जहाँ पे आप बस information देख सकते हो और उसको share कर सकते हो sort of a thing. Web 2.0 जब आया, then it introduced a lot of these big monopolies that we see right now, ये जो FANG वाली जितनी companies हैं. And they introduced this user engagement बहुत ही अच्छे से. They created these platforms जहाँ पे लोग आके interact कर सकते हैं एक दूसरे के साथ और बहुत सारा डेटा वहाँ पे आने लगा, right? Like अगर आप Facebook देख लो, अगर आप Amazon देख लो, so all of these applications work and इसका utility is driven by people like us जो यहाँ पे आके post करते हैं और interactions create करते हैं. But based on that, what these companies started to do was कि ये जो services है ये free में offer करने लगे. But वो free नहीं था actually because जो भी data हमारा होता था, they used to sell this data, उसे targeted advertising करते थे. And not just that, it was also beyond that in the sense कि अभी जैसे आप देखते हो कि मतलब if you are a particular user, right, मतलब let's say अगर आप वॉचेस के बारे में सर्च कर रहे हो तो आपके साथ वो टारगेटेड एडवर्टाइजिंग होगा कि आपको वॉचेस के बारे में ही देन लाइक एड्स दिखाएंगे. इफ दे फाइंड आउट व्हाट काइंड ऑफ अ यूजर यू आर, मे बी आपको गेमिंग में इंटरेस्ट है, तो बेस्ड ऑफ दैट ये सब डेटा कंपनीज के पास जाने लगा और हमको उसके हिसाब से ये दिखने लगा. बट द थिंग वाज कि फॉर सेलिंग आवर डेटा अपने को कुछ नहीं मिला. लाइक एज यूजर्स वी नेवर गॉट एनीथिंग. And that was just not all. Like अगर आप बायजूस का भी केस देखोगे with how it happened on LinkedIn, तो like people who are saying things against Byju's, LinkedIn started banning those users. So in a way, because they were platforms which are centralized, एक centralized authority control कर रहा है इस platform को, तो वो उसको बहुत misuse कर सकता है किसी भी way में, and it would not be in the best interest of the people. And we have no other options or alternatives, so people still end up using these services, right? So इस थिंग को ब्रेक करने के लिए Web3 came into the picture with the concept of decentralization कि instead of having just one particular authority decide everything, what we should have is like a lot of decentralized validators coming to a decision together. And in order to create something like this, we needed to power it through the blockchain technology. Okay? So Web3 is possible due to the blockchain technology. That is how that connect is being made. नहीं तो ये समझ नहीं आता कि Web3 और blockchain का connection क्या है. But this is the connection that in order to create those decentralized architecture, you need blockchain technology, which allows you to have all of these blocks which are arranged in a manner of the timestamps, and it is immutable in nature. And every time that block is being added, it is being added by बहुत सारे decentralized validators हैं एक network में जो agree करते हैं on a specific thing. So you know that जो भी वो like since it's decentralized, so जो भी agree हो रहा है to be added in the blockchain, it is correct, it is accurate. So this is how the whole thing started started working. So this is more or less the crux of what is Web3 and how it is powered by blockchain technology. Are there any questions or any kind of doubts till this point? Chirag, can you move to the next slide, please? Next slide. Yeah. So since you folks are in third year, now I'll speak to you folks on how can you become a part of like Web3. आप लोग कैसे एक internship या एक job opportunity Web3 में कर सकते हो? So we are basically from Social 3. हम लोग एक hiring platform है. हम लोग Web3 companies के लिए hiring करते हैं. हमारे platform में over 50 jobs हैं अभी. And we have been doing hiring for some major protocols like Bioeconomy, Shardium, Push Protocol, etc. So हम इस स्पेस को समझ चुके हैं कि like how can you build that career in Web3, especially starting as someone like as a fresher or something. So I'll just let you know of a couple of different roles यहाँ पे, and after that I want you to interact with me. I don't know if आपके पास mic access है कि नहीं, but I want this to be an interactive session. आप लोग मुझसे बता सकते हो कि आपका resume कैसे दिख रहा है, आप share भी कर सकते हो, and I can provide you feedback on if you have to go for a Web3 role, then how you can go for it. ठीक है? So अगर हम प्री रिक्विजिट की बात करेंगे तो पहले तो कंप्यूटर साइंस के बेसिक्स आई थिंक ये तो लाइक डेटाबेस नेटवर्किंग ओएस ये वो तो रहता है. एंड देन यू लुक एट लाइक हम आप सबने आई थिंक सिंस यू इन थर्ड ईयर अभी तक सेमेस्टर प्रोजेक्ट्स में बना लिए होंगे प्रोजेक्ट्स विद पाइथन और जावास्क्रिप्ट और ऑल ऑफ दीस थिंग्स, राइट? सो दैट इज लाइक द फाउंडेशन लेयर ऑफ यू अंडरस्टैंडिंग कि वेब 2 में प्रोजेक्ट्स कैसे बनाते हैं. अगर आप वेब 3 की बात करो तो इसमें कुछ टाइप के रोल्स होते हैं. एक होता है स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट डेवलपर, एक होता है आपका नॉर्मल वेब 3 फ्रंट एंड डेवलपर, बैक एंड डेवलपर के भी रोल्स होता है. नॉर्मल बैक एंड डेवलपर होता है जो नोड वगैरह यूज करता है. मोस्टली जो स्टैक यूज होता है इन दिस इज जावास्क्रिप्ट. सो जो बैक एंड वगैरह में भी होगा दैट विल बी ऑन जेएस, एंड फ्रंट एंड के रोल्स तो नॉर्मली भी रिएक्ट ही मोस्टली यूज होता है इवन इन वेब 2 कंपनीज. उसके अलावा वी जस्ट ऐड अ कपल ऑफ लाइब्रेरीज ऑन टॉप ऑफ इट टू क्रिएट दैट वेब 3 फ्रंट एंड वाला रोल. अगर हम स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट डेवलपर की बात करेंगे तो दैट इज अ वेरी नीश जॉब इन द सेंस कि यूजुअली फ्रेशर्स को ऐसा जॉब नहीं मिलता है. व्हाट हैपेंस इज दैट लाइक स्मार्ट कॉन्ट्रैक्ट डेवलपर रोल्स आर बेसिकली more suited towards people having more than 1 or 2 years of experience working at a blockchain protocol, because smart contracts are sort of the logic layer, which means कि वो बहुत ही अच्छे वे में लिखे जाने चाहिए. The code should be very secure. The code should be very highly optimized and highly secure code. Otherwise, a lot of like money or funds might be at risk अगर वो सही से नहीं लिखा जाएगा. That is why freshers के लिए landing a smart contract developer role is a bit difficult. You might be able to if you have a good background in cryptography or cyber security, then it might be better for you to look into it. But if not, then I would suggest not to go for that, but instead look for normal front-end developer or these kind of roles, because इनका भी like इनको learn करना है, इसमें transition करना ज़्यादा difficult भी नहीं है. And इसमें भी compensation levels में you will still have the high compensation levels. Okay, so but before I get into what does the front-end developer out look like, I want to address a bit on like why should you even consider a job in Web3. So is there anyone who is looking for a job in Web3? Like you can type in the chat or you can just raise your hand, who are like looking for internship or job opportunities in Web3. Feel free to just drop a message or raise your hand. Okay, Rohit is. Anyone else? Rohit, is it possible for you to unmute yourself or do you not have the permissions?
Yeah, sure.
Yes, Rohit. So tell me a little bit about your background. Let us take Rohit as our case study for today. We'll just understand his background and we'll just try to figure out where can we place him in Web3. And this will be a good exercise for all of us to understand how he should build his resume and then how you folks should build your resume to land a job in Web3. So
Yeah.
Rohit, tell me a little bit about your background.
Hello everyone. My name is Rohit, and currently I'm in fourth year.
Mm-hmm.
I am from research background,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm currently interested in data science and Web3, and I'm looking opportunity in then both.
Awesome, awesome. So you're interested in data science and Web3. Can you tell me a little bit about what your past experience, technical experience has been? आपने कोई internships की हैं पहले? Also,
Yeah,
if you have, yeah, go
currently
ahead.
I'm doing my internship in MNIT as a
Mm-hmm.
in government project.
Okay. And what
So
tech stack did you work on?
currently I'm working in Python and machine learning.
Python and machine learning. Got it. Okay. So mostly आप data science or data analysis ही करते हो, if I understand correctly, right?
या करंटली वही लेकिन मैं वेब3 को भी एक्सप्लोर कर रहा हूँ मतलब
Got it, got it. So I think for Rohit, if you have to understand उनको कैसा role build करना चाहिए, I would suggest Rohit for you to check out data analysis in Web3. So Web3 में भी data analyst के roles होता है. There is
यस
something known as Dune dashboard. I'm just gonna write it down here. So what happens is ये सब जो data है that you see from all of these protocols, this is all on-chain data. ठीक है? It is all on the chain. मतलब it's public blockchain में data है ये सब. जैसे अभी आप Kaggle में data set निकालते हो, right? Similarly,
यस
you can find like public blockchain का पूरा पूरा data आप index करके उनका पूरा data निकाल सकते हो. Now इसका use case क्या होता है ना, जैसे अपना normal banking operations होती हैं, right? We have certain decentralized finance protocols जिसमें सेम बैंकिंग वाली ऑपरेशंस होती हैं, जैसे आप लेंडिंग, बोरोइंग, या फिर लाइक स्टेकिंग, या फिर लाइक स्वैपिंग, ऑल ऑफ दीज थिंग्स विद एसेट्स, लाइक जस्ट नॉर्मल दो क्रिप्टो करेंसीज को लेंडिंग, बोरोइंग किया, स्वैप किया, स्टेक किया, ऐसे किया, तो एक्सचेंज पेयर्स बनाए. तो ये सब जो है, usually all of these finance protocols want someone to analyze all of this data, right? कि कितना कितना वॉल्यूम आ रहा है, कितने ट्रांजैक्शंस हो रहे हैं, कैसे ये पूरा प्रोसेस है, एंड उससे वो क्या insights निकाल सकता है. So a lot of these protocols are looking for like analysts in the Web3 space. So the thing that I've written here, Dune dashboard, you can create like a dashboard sort of an interface by analyzing all of this data. So a couple of people who we have prompted for these data analyst roles, they have had experience of building like data analysis using these Dune dashboards. तो अगर आप इसमें portfolio build कर सकते हो of data analysis using these Web3 वाला जो मैंने बोला, ये decentralized finance के protocol का data निकाल लो आप, या फिर कोई और टाइप का Web3 का कोई भी public blockchain का कोई particular protocol का data निकाल के DAO tooling वगैरह का आप data निकाल सकते हो. तो अगर आप इसका लाइक ये डैशबोर्ड टाइप का इंटरफेस में ये डेटा को आप रिप्रेजेंट कर सकते हो अच्छे वे में, then that is a role that you can be suited for. That is one. Another prospective way for you can be to look into the Web3 front-end internship or job roles. Chirag, can we move to the Web3 front-end wala slide where we have this libraries listed? Yes. So if you look at the front end roles, then आपको normal React आना चाहिए, and उसके ऊपर ये Ethers.js, Web3.js, Web3 Modal, Bagni, these are all libraries on JS. So if you can learn these things, these are all to interact with smart contracts. Basically on Web3 backend जो है वो smart contract होता है, and you can start like basically just like learning all of these libraries and then applying it, creating projects of it, creating a portfolio, and then participating in hackathons. That will be a really good experience to then activate a front-end Web3 role. Rohit, does that answer your question?
yep
So I will suggest you to, like, this is basically our application. I'm just putting in the link. यहाँ पे आप sign up कर सकते हो. I think, wait, let me confirm that this is the link. Let me just show you. Yeah, and यहाँ पे आप sign up करके अपना profile create कर सकते हो. So I will also share the profile of someone or the Dune dashboards of someone. You can connect Discord पे आके आप बस एक hello भेज दो, tagging Chirag that I'm Rohit and I was part of today's session or something. So I can send you some example of this dashboard, Dune dashboard thing as well, ki how people have created and analyzed data using this. So you can use it as a reference and then you can build something like this. Okay, so now we have one question from Tanmay. What should a fresher do for Web3? How should they start? So, Chirag, can you move to that slide जहाँ पे हमने सब learning resources list किए हैं? So, Tanmay, these are all the learning resources. मैंने एक video भी बनाया on my YouTube channel. Maybe Chirag can link it here. So, in that, I speak about what are the best blockchain resources and how you can get started. So, I suggest कि Crypto Zombies, Build Space, and Learn Web3, I think would be the best resources for any fresher to get started because इनमें से like Learn Web3 and Build Space में आप end-to-end apps create करोगे with like front-end smart contract logic पूरा. And that can really help you understand कि कैसे ये build करना है. Once you build some projects using all of these applications यहाँ से सीख के, next step would be to participate in hackathons and aim for bounties. So a lot of these Web3 companies, like Web3 में बहुत ही capital है. So bounty amounts मतलब as a normal person also अगर आप अभी student अगर आप first year second year में होते हैं ना, since आप third year में हो तो I'm suggesting you for job and internship opportunities. अगर आप first year second year में होते तो I would have suggested you having a passive income or sort of like a side hustle by just completing bounties from all of these protocols. ये $100, $200 की bounties रहती हैं जहाँ पे अगर आप बस कंप्लीट करोगे ये सब देन उनके लिए कंटेंट बना सकते हो, यूट्यूब वीडियोस बना सकते हो, उनका टेक यूज करके एप्लीकेशंस बिल्ड कर सकते हो. तो सेम लॉजिक हैकाथॉन्स में रहता है कि वो बाउंटीज रहती हैं कि अगर आपने उनका इंटीग्रेशन किया देन यू कैन विन सम amount for that. So first would be build the normal learn from these educational resources, build some projects. Second would be participate in hackathons. And then third, I would say would be you can apply to jobs on Social 3. So as I have shared this link, आप अपना profile create कर सकते हो इसमें, आप दूसरे लोगों का profile देख सकते हो. I'm gonna share this profile of this person I'm sharing the profile of. It's someone who got placed through us only. और इनका भी salary amount is I think 8 lakhs per month, not per year, per month. And this is because in Web3 they don't care about how much आपका age है या क्या है या कुछ इस पे फर्क नहीं पड़ता है. What matters is more like let me just share the screen and show you. Actually I think that would be better. Yeah, so it doesn't matter कि आप मतलब आपका एज क्या है कुछ. The salary amounts are high because the pay is based on global pay. It's not based on आपका पे शुड बी लोकेशन स्पेसिफिक. जैसे अभी आप देखते हो इंडिया में पे कम रहता है, यूएस में पे ज्यादा रहता है, बट वेब3 कंपनीज वैसे नहीं ऑपरेट करते. दे हैव अ रिमोट कल्चर एंड देयर आर पीपल हु हैव जॉइंड इन फ्रॉम ऑल ओवर द वर्ल्ड. दैट्स व्हाई द पे इज आल्सो फेयर. जैसे यहाँ पे दिस इज द सोशल 3 लिंक, यहाँ पे आप अपना प्रोफाइल भी क्रिएट कर सकते हो. You can put your bio and everything. The batches earned are based off your on-chain activity. आपने on-chain क्या क्या चीजें की हैं, वर्क एक्सपीरियंस और प्रोजेक्ट्स वगैरह आप ऐड कर सकते हो. GitHub, this is integration we have with GitHub, Fetch, Mirror, Discord, ये सब integrations भी हैं, and we are also adding some couple of more integrations onto the platform for designers as well, like Behance, Dribble, portfolio दिखाने के लिए. So you can create a similar sort of ये, and that can help people just check out your social 3 link. This is what goes to the recruiters जब हम hiring करवाते हैं. They get this link and based off of it मतलब they decide to move forward with the candidate or not. तो यहाँ पे आप आके अपना details वगैरह भर सकते हो. Just like how you make a LinkedIn profile, it's the same thing, but for Web3 based companies. And you can check out the jobs here on this jobs wala tab. So yeah, these are all the jobs that we have on the platform. So you can actually even, so there's some normal backend roles as well. So अगर आप में से कोई backend पे भी काम करता है, you can directly apply for those roles as well. So yeah, coming back to this, are there any more questions? from folks on just how to get started in Web3 or... By the way, these slides will be shared with you by Chirag. So आप references जो भी हमने दिए हैं यहाँ पे, where to learn from, what are the libraries that you have to learn in Web3. Chirag, can you move to the like आगे जहाँ पे where we mentioned the job roles and the skills required. You can also refer this this section where we talk about the different roles, what is the salaries, what are the skills required, and based off of it, you can ask any questions that you might have. I would suggest you to join our Discord channel of Social 3. वहाँ पे बहुत अपना community बहुत active है, so you can ask any sort of questions that you might have there around starting with Web3, what to do, where to get started, any sort of questions really. And if any of the opportunities that are listed currently on the platform seem exciting to you, then feel free to drop Chirag a DM with your experience as well. Ki this is my experience, la la la. Especially if there are some front-end developers here, आप लोग relatively जल्दी upskill कर सकते हो if you just learn the Web3 stack. बस जो 3-4 libraries I have mentioned, अगर आप वो जल्दी से सीख जाओगे, then that is something that you can really start building projects on, and I can then start pushing forward, your resumes, your social 3 profile links to recruiters to get selected in these companies. Awesome. And one last thing, Chirag, can you move to the Solidity Bootcamp wala slide? So I also work with this community called the Phoenix Guild. It is a community meant to onboard more women into Web3. But we have an open and free for all Solidity Bootcamp that is ongoing. Uska link Chirag will share with you. So if you folks are interested, then आप इसके लिए भी register कर सकते हो. It's a 6-week program, async program है. Classes as such नहीं है, पूरा like Notion है जहाँ पे सब कुछ listed है कि कैसे करना है. What are like starting right from what is blockchain till like you end up building projects in the final week. So this is also something, if your folks are interested, आप सीख सकते हो. That is pretty much it from my side. Do check out the application. Check out the jobs if you have any question. There is no fee. This is a free program. So you can check out all of these things. And yep, that is pretty much it from my side. One last thing that I would like to say to all of you folks is that like all the resources, all the help, or everything is there from our end. You can anytime like feel free to just like drop by our Discord and ask things. Chirag is our community person and he will definitely help you out with whatever you need. But that being said, the work has to be put in forward by you. Like जो भी काम वाम करना है वो आपको ही करना है. So like try to make good use of your time, learn and then start looking for opportunities through Social 3. We are anyways there to help and answer any questions. अगर आपको resumes वगैरह भी या फिर ये पूछना है तो आप share करके अपना Social 3 का profile link share करके पूछ सकते हो कि how can we upskill ourselves more, or how can we make it more interesting for someone as a recruiter to get noticed. What are the things that they look at? So I would be able to help you with that as well. We are also doing this like Social 3 early adopter NFT drop. So if you folks don't have NFT, then this can be actually your first NFT. You just have to fill this form after creating your Social 3 link. And we will then airdrop this, as in send this NFT to you. That's pretty much it. And if you found this webinar of value, then do share it on LinkedIn or Twitter, tagging us. That's it. And one more thing for all of you folks, how many of you folks are here currently on Twitter? Can we have a show of hands?
Yep, I am.
Okay. So people who are not on Twitter, आप लोग Twitter join कर लो, because ट्विटर पे बहुत Web3 का डिस्कशन होता है. लिंक्डइन में इतना कुछ Web3 का डिस्कशन नहीं होता है. Social 3 तो ज्वाइन कर ही लो, एंड ट्विटर भी ज्वाइन कर लो. लिंक्डइन पे लाइक Web3 का कुछ इंटरेस्टिंग कुछ नहीं होता है. So if you join Twitter, if you join Social 3, then you will find interesting conversations there, interesting opportunities there. And that's a must, I feel, if you are looking for opportunities in Web3. ये दो काम आप कर लो. in any case. And that's it. Like, we are there for you, help you throughout whatever you might require. Yeah, that's it. Any last questions before we end this session? Feel free to ask that in the chat. Any other questions? Any last questions? Okay, I guess we're done then. Okay, thank you so much, folks, for joining in. Have a great time building on Web3. Take care. Bye bye.
Thank you, man.